What's going on YouTube? It's your boy B Lee back again with another video. So, as you know, I'm still reviewing my collection. Next up, we have, I have the four movies in one. But Batman, like Michael Keaton Batman. Yes, we're there. That's next up. Another movie that I'm going to upgrade. I know I'm way overdue to upgrade these, but I mainly want to upgrade the first three. I don't want to upgrade Batman and Robin. Yeah, I'm not going to upgrade that one. Story time, actually, before we get into the review. Batman, like this Batman, was my introduction to superheroes. Like, I was like maybe like 3 or 4 when I stumbled across this movie. I take that back. This was not my introduction to superheroes because I think I watched Power Rangers. Like that was the first thing I really watched. That was like superheroes. But as far as like actual superheroes from the comic book superheroes, this movie was my introduction. Like all I knew was Batman. And it's crazy because people be like, yo, you're a Marvel head, but your first movies was DC? How? Look, we're going to get into that another time, okay? Another time. I don't hate DC. I do not hate DC. I just like Marvel better. I don't know. But that's for another time, okay? Maybe I can get my boy Kenny for that video. So, yeah, so this was my introduction to Batman, to comic book superheroes, to Michael Keaton, to Jack Nicholson. Like, this was, like, my first movie into, like, fandom, in my opinion. Like, this was the movie right here that got me into fandom, okay? So, I remember being, like, 3 or 4. My mom had the VHS tape. It had her name across it because she didn't want anybody to take it, claim it was theirs. So she had her name right across the VHS tape. Batman. Didn't know what Batman was. I was just curious. Threw it in a VCR. If you kids know what a VCR is nowadays, half of y'all probably don't. But, I watched it. I liked it. And it even got to the point because, I was like 3 or 4. So I didn't know actors' names and whatever. So whenever I saw Michael Keaton in another movie, I would be like, oh my gosh, that's Batman. What is he doing in this movie? And my dad would be like, son, that's Michael Keaton. I'd be like, no, that is Batman. But then I got older and I started to know names. This was the movie that made me love the Joker, like that Batman and Joker relationship. This is the movie that started that for me. Because when it does come to DC, Batman and Joker is my favorite good and evil. Like if you ask me who is my favorite superhero from DC, I'm going to say Batman. If you ask me who is my favorite villain from DC, I'm going to say the Joker. I'm a Joker head, I'm a Batman head. But yo, this movie as a kid and now, it's phenomenal. I love this movie for a lot of reasons. One, Tim Burton directed this. I love Tim Burton. I love his style. Like he has this weird, dark imagination that makes you curious and be like, yo, what if the world Tim Burton creates is real? Like, what if we lived in those settings? Like, every movie he makes is like this weird, dark feeling, and I love it. One reason why I love the first Batman movie was not the first Batman movie, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Second, Michael Keaton. He's Michael Keaton's the GOAT, okay? Number two, Jack Nicholson, who was literally, I would say, my top five, one of my top five actors of all time. Jack Nicholson. He murdered the role of Joker until Heath Ledger came. I'm sorry, but he still killed it. Okay, man. The overall movie is a good time. It's fun. You understand Tim Burton's version and his vision of what he was trying to accomplish with this Batman film. I think Michael Keaton's portrayal as Batman is rare. I know there's a whole debate nowadays of who's the best Batman, who's the best Bruce Wayne, who's the best Joker. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I have my opinions. Man, this movie, man, is just off the chain. I love it. I would say this would be top 15 of my greatest films. I know you're going to be like 15. I thought you was about to say like top 5 or top 10. It could be top 10, top 5. No, it ain't top 5. Definitely not top 5. But I think top 15 is safe of where this movie is in my mind. Of course, you got Alfred, the actor that played Alfred. I forget his name. I'm sorry. He was a good Alfred, of course. Bruce has love interest. She was cute. Michael Keaton as Batman. That's it. That is all. Jack Nicholson as the Joker. I loved it. I loved it. Jack Nicholson brings this charisma to his roles where he's dark, he's funny, he's hilarious. Almost like how he was in The Shining. But that's going to be for another review because I love The Shining. I love Jack Nicholson in that movie. I love Jack Nicholson in every movie, man. And just, I think because he was my first Joker, like he was the first Joker that I experienced. So I'm a bit biased of like hashtag he's my Joker. Like I feel like of my well, technically not my generation because I was born in '94. This movie came in '89, so this would be like my brother Joker, I guess. My Joker would probably be Heath Ledger. I know I'm all over the place. I'm just talking. This movie itself, though, is definitely for the books. Like, I can watch this movie over and over, no lie. Like, I think I watched this movie twice before I even did the review on it. Like, honestly. Can't wait to talk about Batman Returns, because Tim Burton put his foot in that one, too. It's not really a lot to talk about this film. You got a lot of great people in this movie. Got Billy D. Williams, the legend, as Harvey Dent. I was kind of upset they didn't continue Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent throughout this 4-film franchise. I was about to say, I know 3 films is a trilogy, but what do you call 4 films? Is it just 4 movies? I don't know. A franchise? Did it just become a franchise at that point? I don't know. Oh, speaking of Batman, I didn't even review the trailer for the new Batman movie. But no, man, but social media got me. Like, when it comes to movies nowadays, I feel like you have to be disciplined to pay attention to social media when the trailer drops. Yeah, as a YouTuber, you have to be disciplined. And I don't think I'm there yet because I got caught in the trap one day because I think I was on Facebook and somebody posted it and I was just like dazed looking at it and I was like, dang it, I can't really do a reaction because it's going to be like fake if I do it, and I'm real, so I ain't going to act like it was my first time seeing it. Batman definitely brings memories every time I watch it, just being a kid watching it, just being amazed at the world that Tim Burton created. His vision for Gotham is definitely something to be remembered as time goes on, and I know DC has its reputation of not so great films. I ain't gonna say bad films, but I'm gonna just say not so great. And I think if you take the first two Batman films from this franchise right here, it'll definitely play out like these, like those films definitely still hold up to this day. Honestly, in my opinion. Next up, of course, Batman Returns. Psyched to talk about that one. You know, did you like the 1989 Batman film? Definitely let me know. Leave your thoughts, comments in the comments. Oh man, I'm tired. No, honestly, I'm tired, and it's only 8:22. I live on the East Coast too, so. Well, as always, it's your boy B Lee, and yeah, we'll be back soon. Catch you later.